Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to do a fun little winter scene together. And if you're enjoying these videos, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel for more painting videos. So let's get started. We'll start off today with our 2-inch brush and a little bit of black and some clear gel. There, I don't have anything down on this canvas today yet. So we'll just start right up here at the top. And I'm going to drop in a black sky. Yeah, we're going to do a little nighttime painting today. So I only want to go black though at the top because just doing straight up black would be kind of boring. I'm going to very quickly touch into some blue and then maybe some red as we come down toward the bottom so that we have a bit of a glow at the horizon. Maybe a little white down at the bottom. Nice. There we go. A nice little nighttime sky. Now with a nice blue-gray mix on the filbert brush, let's just quickly drop in some trees here. All right, I don't want too many, just a few. And I don't really want to make them too big. There. Make sure you can see them against that dark sky. Isn't that really nice? There's a little bit of blue trees back there. All right, and that's probably about enough. We'll have other things over here and over here too. Now with our 3/4 brush, I'll mix up just a little bit of brown, yellow, red, and black to tone it down. And as you can see, I have a bit of a sketch here of a beautiful little church. And I'm going to start sort of blocking it in. Now, I'm doing this at a very specific time in the painting. Ordinarily with buildings, you can kind of paint them in whenever you want. Today, I'm choosing to wait. Choosing to do it right now and not wait. Because look, I have a dry canvas to put my hand on. That makes it so much easier for doing the little windows and details and things. There. Nice. So just sort of block in your face with this, the face of the church. And maybe, yeah, a little bit here on the front. Good. And then darker color, but still with a bit of that warm brown. And let's work on this side as well. And of course the roof has snow. So we'll want to underpaint that with a cool, probably a light purple or a blue color. There we go. Not too hard. Now I'll mix up a little bit of white, blue, and red on the filbert brush. And whatever, maybe just a tiny bit of yellow. Whatever happens to sneak in is okay. And I'm just going to brush in some snow back here. So I decided to go ahead and stop painting our church for a while, just because I want to do something else. I want to take a little bit of a break from the tight building painting. I got most of it in. And we can square up the windows and maybe add a little more highlight. We can do all that later. I get the perspective in right, which is what I was trying to do. That's the big thing, is getting that perspective in there. Now I'm just adding these beautiful snow areas. You can do some blue ones as well. Make that like shadows in different areas. There. Maybe we have a bit of a road and we can sort of think about that right now. There, and watch this. I'm sketching with you today. This is kind of fun. And maybe a big little pocket right there. And there. Make some rocks and stones in the road there. All right, there you go. We sketch together again. That's always fun. I like you to see that because I want you to do that when you're painting. Makes it easier. Now with just a little bit of light blue on the filbert brush, I'm gonna drop in a base to maybe a few evergreen trees. Maybe this really isn't even that light of a blue, but that's okay. It's slightly lighter than the sky. And this is going to just give me a little bit of difference here so that I can highlight and put little tree trunks over this and just gives me a background to work with. Let's go just right in here. We'll just see. I can always make it bigger. I want a bit of an evergreen right here. I'm not even like trying to make limbs or anything. I'm just smushing color in to work with. There. Make sure you don't match the heights. I got this one just the tiniest bit lower than the top of the steeple there. In fact, you can even, watch this. I've been doing this a lot, so I want to show you. Take your 1 or 2 inch, I ended up changing to a 1 inch, and sort of blend areas it back into the sky. You can do that, but don't just leave them there because they'll end up showing. Sometimes it's a little tricky working on such a big area of black. There we go. Nice. Now using a very soft mix of blue, red, and white, let's just begin to drop in wonderful little highlights and snow areas on this tree. Well, really all these trees back here. Now, you don't want to go crazy because obviously this is not going to catch a lot of light. I will put some stars and possibly a moon. I'm thinking about a moon, we'll see. I'll decide once we get some stars in and the rest of the painting if a moon would fit. But for now, I don't have enough information. So, I'm gonna assume most of the light is coming here from the church and shining out. So, we're gonna work on our painting like that, with that light source in mind. This tree here is quite a bit bigger, so let's jump and do this one next, just for fun. You don't have to do it now. You could wait, work from back to front usually, but sometimes it helps your eye just to fill in the big areas first, and so it's kind of up to you. You do what's easiest. Nice. This one might get just a touch of extra highlight, maybe like that warm yellow color there. And of course we'll see that light shining out. That'll be kind of neat. Make sure each one of your trees stops at different points. That's very important. Otherwise it'll just be all lined up and you're not going to be happy. It's going to look a little weird. We don't want that. So make sure you got all sorts of different ending points for the bottom of the trees. With a beautiful light mix of white, yellow, and red on the 3/4 brush, I've decided that this tree needs just a little bit more light. So I'm going to touch down, maybe load. Okay, so if it doesn't come off the brush, load a little bit more on. There we go. Don't sit here trying to thin the paint down. Just add more to the brush because there's very little on the canvas right now. There we go. And when it does mix, that's all right because you don't want everything the same brightness all the way across the tree because that would be kind of distracting. And this is very slow and tedious compared to just slamming it in with the filbert brush like we were doing a minute ago, but that's okay because we're not covering as much area. So we can afford to be a little slower. There. So you want to kind of balance the time it takes you versus the beautiful effect you get. And you really want to get this light out on here because that's what makes it kind of special. Makes it interesting. Fun to look at. Make sure you get plenty of red in there. I'm going to add even just a little bit more. And as you can see here, I went ahead and got started on the road. I put a little bit of this color in the road just to see what it would do, and I liked it. It makes it quite nice, so we're going to go with it. There, just a little light on that tree trunk now. That's nice. And again, this is light from the building, not from the moon or the stars or whatever we put in the sky. Nice. Maybe that tree needs just a touch, but not quite as vibrant. So I'm going to put some more white with it and see what this does to it. Nice. Now I want to add another tree, probably our last tree here. And I want it to just sort of hang right into the painting like this. A lot of these beautiful limbs, because this is going to create just another layer for us. Another bit of contrast. Not a whole lot, because you don't want to distract from the feature of the painting. And worse than that, we also don't want to go overboard with our light, because there's only so much light that can come out of that church. It's not like a bright sun, so you got to be very careful to concentrate the light where it would hit only, and not all over the painting. It is nighttime. There. All right. We'll put some highlight out on here. Let's do that together. Let's just grab a little 3/4 brush here and a little bit of our yellow left over. And watch this, just a sliver. Just touch it. There you go. Change colors, red, brown, whatever. And then we'll work that color back, blend it into the tree. Now with our liner brush and a little bit of white and blue, not just pure white, I'm just gonna dot in a couple of stars up here. I think after looking at the entire scene pretty much completed here, I've decided that all I need in the sky are just a couple of stars. I don't want to overdo the emphasis in the sky because that would be sort of distracting, I feel. Also, remember I said it's not pure white? Well, that's for a very specific reason. I have very little pure light in this painting. And where it is, it's kind of in the middle, so I don't want to put a whole bunch of light up at the top. Even though stars are quite bright. So it's just kind of an artistic thing. I'm even doing some blue ones here. I've got quite a bit of blue. They may just look white, but they do have blue. And you could tell it if I put a bright white one up there. Oh, you would see the difference. Less and less as you come down toward the horizon. Now I want to show you a quick little tip about painting stars. Once you have them in and you're pretty much happy with them, simply just sort of brush over them with a filbert brush, pick up a little bit of the dark color we have down, and this softens them. And then what you can do is pick out a few of them, grab your little liner brush, go back with your same old color there, and watch this, brighten a few of them. See that? Put that star right back in where the blurry area is, and that blurry area becomes a bit of a glow around it. Because you know how the lights kind of have a glow? They're a bit fuzzy, they're not perfect. That's the effect we're getting here. All right, well, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my website, my DVDs, and also my brush line. And thanks for watching.